Alright, I think it's best if I get this out of the way now so that way we can all prepare ahead of time. Now, what do I mean by that? First things first, as you guys can see, if you've been doing your 28-day check-ins correctly, I mean logging in every day, then as you guys can see, we are 4 days out until we get a nice little multi. Not only that, with the 50th day celebration, we can get extra multis. Not only that, of course, with the, again, 50-day celebration, if you head over to the event section, you can grab yourself another multi. So a hefty amount of these custom draw tickets are being given out, and it is a perfect timing. Reason being, if you are unaware, in the July content update, of course, when that goes live, the custom draw banner will be updated and it will have more than one item get added onto the custom draw banner, which obviously makes it a big deal in terms of being prepared ahead of time, so that way you can try your luck to obtain not just a new weapon. That is right, we're getting a brand new Jinwoo weapon, but also the next character. So just a reminder, when it comes to the roadmap, in July, as you guys can see, it does say new weapon right down here, of course. And so as it stands right now, new weapons are only obtainable by custom draw banner. I've already kind of said my piece about how I feel about that and how they should do a separate weapons banner to kind of make it easier, but it is what it is. So that is one of the big reasons why you really want to make sure that your custom draw banner tickets are there on hand at the time when the update goes live, and not to spend it now. Like, finding the temptation is hard, I'll be honest. I'm one of those. I hate having those tickets just sitting there, to the point where even if I have one ticket, I'll just summon, because it's that temptation. It really is. So, and obviously if you aren't aware on what the new weapon is, it is more than likely going to be the Phoenix bow. Reason being is because the July update is looking like a potential fire attribute update with the newest character releasing, and so with that, the fire bow, aka the Phoenix bow, is going to probably be next in line. If you guys look at the previous update with Alicia releasing, catering to the water element, and then when the new weapon dropped, it furthermore catered to the water element to furthermore cater to the workshop of the Brilliant Light being the new content. So basically everything was more for elevating and supporting the water attribute. That was the main focus on what the developers were pushing. Now we've kind of got the water attribute out of the way, it is more leaning towards the fire attribute, unless the developers do a last minute change and want to elevate some other typing, cough cough, wind, cough cough, then that will happen. But as it stands right now, especially with the unit releasing, it is looking to be a fire character, unless, again, as I've mentioned, any last minute changes happen. But if that is the case, then obviously the Phoenix bow will be releasing with the release of the new character, furthermore pushing for the fire attribute. And not only that, this fire bow, as it has been seen with its early build, it is more catered to the core mechanic, or the core meta, as you guys can say. It's more in line with how Elisa's kind of functioning with her core attack, and that's how this bow is going to function, unless they change things, who knows. At the very least, we'll probably see changes through the dupes and the percentages, because again, this weapon was found with its, you know, details, etc., back in the soft launch era, or maybe early global release, I want to say. So it's definitely going to be switching up, but I think it being a fire weapon is 100% going to stay. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm all for some fire elevation in terms of Jinwoo weapons. Thank you very much. Vulcan's Rage, I've said my piece about that weapon. Not a big fan. The Eye of Sauron is kind of like my fire weapon that I'm really catering to right now. So I can really do with a weapon that not only will probably deal good damage and skill, but we can then fall back on in the core attack, doing a ton more damage. So back-to-back ton more damage, we will gladly take that, and keep in range too. So there's that. Now, as I've said, new weapon, beautiful, but I did say there's going to be multiple things being added onto the into the custom draw banner. So it's not only just a new weapon, but it is another character. That is right. As you guys know, with the custom draw, with the rate up banner characters, of course, there's always a wait period, being a month period, and then they get added next. And so yeah, Alicia is going to be releasing in the custom draw banner. So if you are in need of dupes, if you're in need of pulling her, she's a fantastic DPS water typing, highly recommended to get your hands on. Again, it also gives you the opportunity to get her to A2. So that way you've got that consistency of that core attack being fired off if that's something that you want to cater to. Your chance is going to be here and now when the July update goes live. So that way you can not only go for the firebow, but you've also got a chance to get Cheyenne, Alicia, some fantastic characters. You're basically maximizing your chances of walking away with things that are going to help progress your account in the damage department, right? And that's exactly what we need right now. We need DPS, we need firepower, right? It's tough contents are coming out. We've got some new gear sets coming out that we can cater to fully support more for the DPS. So as long as we get those characters in check, we'll be chilling. And so that is why right now, obviously with them handing out a ton of tickets, it's hugely beneficial for us for the July update, as the custom draw banner will hold so much more value in terms of new weapons, new character. Obviously going forward, if you wanted to kind of play the long game, because realistically, I mean, there is a new weapon releasing in August, so technically speaking, if you really wanted to skip out in July and save furthermore for August, so that way you can maximize your chances of getting 2 new weapons, Alicia and Maylin, because Maylin will then be falling into the custom draw banner in August, of course. So you got 2 water typings and then you got 2 new weapons. That kind of works out. There you go. Those are 4 slots. Well, that's if you want to wait. I feel like most people aren't going to wait and just kind of want to get on with it and summon. The temptation's going to be there, so I don't blame you on that one. But I just kind of wanted to give a quick little reminder on that. Save your tickets. Do not summon. Usually I would be summoning like an absolute madman when it comes to them just handing out so many tickets and trying to pull for like things that I need. But I can always go about pulling things that I need and more when the next update comes out, and have actually a good shot of getting new stuff and things that I still need. Again, just getting value. That's it. Just the better, the more value that the banner offers at a better time. That's kind of what we want. So that being said, make sure you save. Again, there's multiple ways that they are currently right now handing out a ton of tickets. I should also mention, because this was also mentioned within the developer notice, so so obviously with the special summons, this is a monthly like payment thing that you do, right? I think it's like $10 a month that you pay consistently, of course. For the most part, you just get a few materials on a daily basis, but as you guys can see, once a month or once every 2 weeks, you're able to do 30 multi summons, and out of the 30 multi summons, you can pick one of the multi and keep, basically. Before, the value of this was kind of, well, it was slowly decreasing because it was just keeping up with the day 1 SSRs and weapons that they were offering. Not to say that it was decreasing by much, but as time goes on, this will decrease in value, clearly. And clearly the developers have noticed this, so that's completely understandable to why some may have not wanted to sign up to this, which obviously makes sense. But they are going to be releasing the new weapons and the new characters, not like the new characters, but like Cheyenne, etc. So like those type of characters will now be available within the special summon banner. So we've got the chance to get Beast, Choi, Scally Pistol, the Moondagger weapon, Cheyenne. It'll be interesting to see if they shoot Alicia in here, because I think what they're going to do is they'll release and they'll update the special summon banner alongside with the custom draw banner, which means when the special summon banner happens in August and when Maylin's in the custom draw banner, then I think Maylin will be updated in the special summon banner. And if that is the case, this holds a ton of value, and I mean a ridiculous amount of value, because of course with what you can guarantee yourself and walk away with, well, I say guarantee yourself, it just depends on if you can pull them, but then again, you got 30 multis going into it, so who knows. There's always that slight little RNG play with these games, so it's kind of expected. But either way, I just kind of want to throw that in there. It's $10 a month. I mean, again, if you have the funds, the option is there. At the end of the day, there's that. All right. So I just kind of want to throw that in there, so that way there's other means about how they're updating the custom draw banner that now affects the special summons banner. So just for those that are very, very light spenders, dolphins, etc. That being said, I'm actually really now getting on with doing some reverse and story missions, so that way I can get more tickets going in. So just kind of wanted to say it now, so that way no one mistakenly summons just for the sake of summoning. Save your tickets. Alicia's going to be in the banner next, and a new fire weapon for Sung Jin Woo will be releasing next, which could very well be very, very crucial, because Obviously, whenever there's an element typing being elevated during that month, the developers tend to cater with game modes leaning towards that element, of course. Just an FYI. So better to be prepared.